Now let's see how to import the text data. Before looking at the tool in the MATLAB to import the text data, let's see what is the content of this text file open outside MATLAB. So this is basically an expense report. The first column is the name, the second column is the location, and the third column is again the location, basically the more detailed address. The fourth and the fifth columns are the expenses. Now, how should we import this text file? There are several ways of importing this text file into MATLAB using programmatically, using different functions. Let's see how to do that. There is one very user-friendly way of importing data, the text data to the MATLAB. For that, you just need to import data, click on Home, Import Data tab, and choose the file expense. This will open a window and it is going to import the data from the expense tags. Now we'll go through the options that this window has. By default, the data will be imported as the column vectors. You can select numerical matrix as well. The yellow highlighted area when you select the numerical matrices indicates that these data will not be imported because these are in the form of text. When you hover over the data, you can see the NaN values that indicates that the numerical matrix will not be able to hold the text data. By default, the delimiter over here is tab selected, but you can select different delimiters also. Upon selecting the different delimiters, it is going to reorganize the imported data in a different way. For now, we would want to select a tab. Also, you could mention the range here. The imported data, once you drag it, this is going to change the range. For an example, if you would not like to import the all data of the text file, you would like to import certain rows and columns, you can specify range here, or you can specify range by manually entering here as well. Here, by default, it is the number. If you have more options, that would come up here for sure. For an example, you can change it to different text. You can change it to the column. You can change it to text. You can have different delimiters as well. Now let's import the data and select the column vectors. It shows that the following variables were imported. It has basically imported all the variables. As we observe, we have imported the data over here and all these variables would appear in the workspace. Here you will have more options to import the data as well. If you hover down and select the down scroll bar, you can see that you can import data the way we did just now, or you can generate a script or generate a function. Let's generate a script now. Generating a script would be helpful in a case if you want to repeat this task for different files. Once you run this code, you can save it as import data. And upon running that, it is going to load those variables again. You can import multiple text files. For an example, let me create a copy of this text file over here and let the name like this. Let the name be like this, copy of expense.txt. This time I'm going to right click and import data. You would see that the previously imported data is in the another tab and this imported data is another tab. You can open multiple tabs for the multiple text files. This time let's import this as a table and generate a function. Once you generate the function, once this function is generated, you can see that this has the example of how to use this function in the comment section. Let's save this as import file func. And now import this. The important fact to know is the function name should be matched by the function call, which is not matching over here. And if we are going to use this notation, let's rename this file. Now the warning would disappear from here. Now let's copy the call function and let's use it. So this is going to import the data in the form of table.